Shaq, the barefoot kicking, that gets me.
Paul McFadden.
And I can't believe Shaq actually agreed to have a giant bare foot next to his face on the screen. I'm just throwing that out there. To further Shaq's point, though, there were 55 missed field goals in the first 5 weeks of the season. That's the second most since 2009. We've seen kickers costing teams games, most notably the Browns, Vikings, and last week, the Packers. I mean, we've also seen them win games, though, too, for teams like Graham Gano. That leads to our poll question. We asked, has a good kicker become harder to find than a good quarterback? 54% said yes, so it's still pretty close. But Garafolo, what's the biggest reason for all of these questionable kickers? I know that you are in on the spicy kicker talk.
I used to be a kicker.
What's the reason? I have no idea. I don't know. Kick it straight, guys. What's the problem? They spend all their time kicking during practice, or they're on a pitch count, which we talked about yesterday.
You know what? Yes. That might be the problem. Our kickers never spent the whole practice kicking.
Really?
Tell them about it.
About
Tell
10,
them about
15 minutes kicking.
Some
days they don't kick. I mean, it is mind-blowing because we're out there working hard, sweating, even in training camp. Like, for a kicker, it never really feels like training camp.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just
That's
out there.
why they're such all good golfers, man. They got too much time on their hands.
They don't get hit. They don't got to go through all the same conditioning, everything that we go through. They're not in the weight room grinding it out like we are. They're not in the film room grinding it out like we are. Every team I've been on, man, kickers special teams usually practice starts off with special teams, right? And then after that, you go into your offensive periods, defensive periods, individual drills. So for about the majority of practice, kickers are in the locker room chilling. They've been there taking naps.
That's like the best job ever.
Playing ping pong.
It is a great job until you miss the kick. And then you're the villain for the team. You got to look at 52 other guys in the locker room like, hey, we just, banged into each other for the entire week and then on Sunday. And then you miss a little kick here. You didn't even get touched. That's
Bush League. It's Bush League.
It is.
Come on, man.
It is.
Bush League segment on it.
It's awful. I always feel so bad for the kickers when they take the shots of them alone on the bench, just sitting by themselves. I know. I wonder if it's like almost like in baseball or in golf when you have a swing that all of a sudden it's just
and
not.
they can't get it back.
Yeah.
And they can't figure it out.
Mental.
You can see Mason Crosby's reaction from the clip we just showed. He puts his head in his hands as soon as the thing hits the upright. He just knows, where is my swing? I lost it. I can't get it back. These guys are but that's why a lot of kickers are good golfers, because they're so focused on their mechanics and they work so much at it that they can just pick up a golf club and just start swinging, and all of a sudden they're
it's just
good.
muscle memory.
Listen, Carson Wentz had a charity softball game and a home run derby, and all the big dudes, Stefan Wisniewski was hitting bombs, Richard Rodgers, the tight end, hitting bombs, and Wentz called it pregame. He said, Jake Elliott, watch out for Jake Elliott. It was about 5'4".
Yeah, I know.
Okay? He's like, but the kickers and their technique, and they know all about that. And sure enough, Jake Elliott didn't win it, but I think he was in, and he was just dropping bomb after bomb after bomb with a nice.
Not how hard you hit it.
Interesting.
Just nice and smooth.
Technique.
Well, good stuff, Shaq.